That is quite good, Grumpy. The soup, I mean. Not the joke. The joke wasn't bad either. And she Chloe, you can't become friends with your kidnapper! Hey guys, it's Gabriella, and welcome back to another episode of Hooked. If you haven't seen all the other Hooked episodes, they're right there in that playlist. We are about to find out what's going to happen to Chloe and the Watcher, because we know that the Watcher's here with Chloe, but oh my goodness, Chloe's gonna get herself killed because she keeps taunting the Watcher. But before we get started, make sure you're following me on all my social medias. We have 4Kids Gaming and Gabriella SKORYS on Twitter. You can follow both of those over on Instagram, and you can follow me on Snapchat. All right. Guys, I'm just scared. I don't want to keep doing this. Oh my gosh, okay. Whew. Despite the pounding fear in her heart, the icy chill in her bones, and the eerie silence echoing in her ears, Chloe somehow managed to drift off to sleep shortly after the Watcher abandoned her. And if she was surprised to realize she had dozed off under such dire circumstances, she was even more stunned upon waking some hours later to discover a crackling fire burning just inches from the tip of her nose. Springing to her feet, Chloe prepares to run but quickly realizes the blaze is safely contained within a stone hearth that somehow manifested itself at the edge of the clearing while she slept. Or had it been there all along, draped in the same oppressive blackness, presently hiding an entire forest from her? Chloe doesn't think so, but it doesn't matter much right now. What matters is that she is warm and she can see. At least a bit, anyway. Hoping to get a better lay of the land, Chloe strains her eyes, peering into the deep, dark forest, but the light cast by the gentle flickering flames penetrates no more than half a dozen feet or so. All the same, the warmth of the fire, with its cozy orange glow, brings some odd comfort to these odd circumstances. Grumpy, are you out there? Nothing but the crackling of the flames. If you are, I just wanted to say thank you for the fire. If you're the one to thank, that is. Thank no one. The Watcher's voice shifts from the clearing and somehow out of the night. The fire is so you don't die of hypothermia. The soup is so you don't starve. What soup? Even as the words crossed her lips, the scent of something wonderful fills Chloe's nostrils. In the pot. Since he first spoke, Chloe had been scanning the blackness beyond the clearing for a glimpse of the Watcher. But now, with the prospect of putting something in her rumbling belly, she turns her attention back to the hearth, where she spotted a steaming cauldron hanging from an iron arm just outside the flames. How did you do that? Do what? That wasn't there before. The kettle pot, that is. Can you do magic? There is no such thing. And for your information, the cauldron was there all along. Again, Chloe has her doubts, but now is not the time to dwell on them. So, to get a better whiff of the pleasant aroma wafting from the black pot, Chloe gets on all fours and inches towards the fire. In doing so, her fingers fumble onto a tiny silver spoon lying in the hearthstones. Snatching it up, Chloe scoops out the measure of hot broth and blows the liquid, trying not to spill it. Is it poisoned? She asks, opening her mouth. Yes. The Watcher replies flatly. Chloe pauses as she's about to dump the soup into her mouth. Stone-faced, she shifts her gaze back to the darkness, searching for the Watcher. Grumpy? A smile creases her lips. Did you just make a joke? Without waiting for a reply, Chloe shovels spoonful after spoonful of the mushroom soup into her gullet. That is quite good, Grumpy. The soup, I mean. Not the joke. The joke wasn't bad either. And she Chloe, you can't become friends with your kidnapper! Unseen, the Watcher eyes Chloe as he patiently awaits her reply. Well, I made them both, so there you have it. As Chloe resumes eating in a slightly more ladylike manner, she spots the Watcher's faint silhouette in the far side of the hearth. Can I ask you where you went before I fell asleep? No. Chloe grins, uncertain if the Watcher's making another jest. Off on some mission, no doubt. Peeking into some poor kid's window? I said not to ask, so don't. Chloe lets out a heavy sigh. And there he is, everyone. Welcome back, Grumpy. Who are you talking to? The Watcher asked, somewhat confused by Chloe's sarcasm. No one. Chloe is actually going to get herself killed just on her attitude. Like, she can't make friends with the Watcher, okay? Like, she needs to figure out a plan and how to escape the Watcher. Why would you speak to no one? Chloe takes a moment to chomp on the rather chewy bit of mushroom before replying. It's a joke, silly. Sarcasm? Ever hear of it? Yes. Well, what? OMG, Grumpy. What do you think? The only jokes in the world have to do with poisoning people? The good ones do. Wow, for someone who's been around for 3,000 years, you certainly have a lot to learn about the world. I sincerely doubt that. Now shut up and eat. Chloe happily obliged by slurping down another spoonful of soup before pausing again to ask another question. Chloe, please! I beg of you, just keep your mouth shut! Grumpy, I know you won't say why I was taken, but can I ask? What? Are we just gonna sit around here, talking about how dark and creepy this place is? Or is something interesting going to happen? Interesting like what, Chloe? Your death? Bored, are we? Kind of heading in that direction, yes. What would you like to happen, Chloe? I don't know, maybe we could... Chloe's sentence is cut short, replaced by a sharp intake of breath, as something flashes through the clearing behind her back. She reels around to try and catch a glimpse, but whatever was there is now gone. Grumpy, did you see that? Chloe turns back to the hearth, expecting to address the thin silhouette of the Watcher beyond it, but he too is gone. Panic begins to rise in Chloe's chest. The spoon falls from her hand and clinks loudly on the hearthstones at her feet. Grumpy, are you there? The moment following the simple question is one of those interminable moments which seems to linger for no other reason than the heightened one's sense of fear or foreboding. And for Chloe, this is certainly one of those moments, as attested by the violent shiver running down her spine. And then, the quiet moment following the interminable moment is interrupted by a thunderous voice growling from the darkness. Chloe is uncertain if the voice belongs to the Watcher or to some other unseen creature. What she is positive about, however, are the true words it shouted. Get her! No! That's when it all breaks loose and the deep dark forest erupts into chaos. The first thing to catch Chloe's eyes is the Watcher springing... Guys! The first thing to catch Chloe's eyes is the Watcher springing from the darkness overhead and over the hearth to land squarely in the center of the clearing. The sight of him absolutely horrifies her, but she's able to steal only the brief glimpse before something takes hold of her from behind. Oh my gosh! Yanked from her feet and whisked off into the blackness, Chloe instantly recognizes the creature that has her. The strength in its grip, the unmistakable clatter of its stony claws, scraping against others as it snatches her up like a rag doll. Chloe has no doubt she's back in the possession of the Snatchers! Or Snatchers anyway. Oh my gosh, I don't want anything to touch me. I'm literally alone in my room and I feel like someone is going to come and snatch me. But this time she's awake. She intends to remain so. In the moment she was snatched from her bedroom, Chloe has very little memory. She never saw the Snatcher sneak up behind her, and once she was in its steely grips, the beast squeezed the very air from her lungs to the point that she passed out. That's why she had no idea where the deep dark forest lies, nor by what route she was brought there, or even how long ago that occurred. But this time, as the Snatcher steals her away from her cozy little clearing, she is wide awake, and what she sees confounds the heck out of her. Oh my goodness! I knew Chloe should have kept her mouth shut, you guys, but she had to be all sassy and sarcastic, and oh my gosh, now the Snatcher is going to take her to her death, or maybe her sister. Whatever happened to her sister? I have no idea. Oh my gosh. Make sure you subscribe so you do not miss a thing, because you guys cannot miss out on anything more if you've already come this far. Give this video a big thumbs up. If you want to check out some other Hook series, they're right there in that playlist. Go watch them because they're amazing, and I'll see you guys later.